Alright, so it's currently like 1:40 a.m. I gotta get everything ready. I'm supposed to be leaving in 20 minutes at 2 a.m. to meet up my friends so we can head down to Tokyo Night Festival, but I still haven't like packed or done anything, so whoops. Yeah, like I said, it's like almost 2 a.m. I still haven't packed, kind of. This is all the stuff we're gonna sell. My costume too. I might do a costume contest, but I don't know. Also, there's my dog.
Probably even better. Are there any groups that you should say at the same time? I think we can see this.
So, good morning. I kind of just woke up, to be honest, and yeah, I've had a lot to think about overnight, to be honest. Basically, I was just tired. I just got home, ordered some food. I didn't really feel like talking to anyone, and yeah, I just went to bed, and it's like 11 a.m. at the moment. And I'm just reflecting back on this weekend, and without a doubt, this was so chaotic. It's not even funny, man. I mean, it kind of is, because I told myself, what's the worst that could happen? And the absolute worst happened, and it's honestly kind of disappointing. I'm not even mad, to be honest. I'm just like bummed out that this happened, because it's something I never in my life would have expected. I'm just kind of disappointed, upset, a bit bummed out, because we drove all the way from Dallas all the way to Houston expecting such a big sale, such a big turnout, and I really wanted to check everything out, all the cool vendors and the food and stuff, only to be really disappointed, to be honest, about what happened. So if you can't tell at the beginning of the video, I was pretty cheerful, pretty excited. There was a little bit of rain leaving from Dallas, because my friend lives around Denton. We left from like Denton and then started driving like around say 3 a.m. We got to Houston around 8 a.m. We set everything up pretty early, so we got to say like around 8:30, to be honest. Set everything up, and then we decided to go to Denny's to get some breakfast, and we're like, okay, everything's going smoothly. What's the worst that could happen? Like, that's what I told myself. What is the worst thing that could happen? The event started around 3 officially, but some people got like early passes to go in at 1 o'clock. So we got there like around 12:20 after going to Walmart, buying some snacks and some supplies, like a cooler and all that. Since we were gonna be there for a good while, we head to the event, see if everything's still there, nothing is stolen, everything's pretty good. We check out, we sit there for a little bit. Some people come by, check out our stuff. They're like, oh, cool merch. That's all pretty nice. And my friend had to leave, or say around 2:20, because he had to check into our hotel, say around 3 o'clock. So he left around 2:20, yes, to avoid traffic. A lot of people were liking our stuff, enjoying everything. And wouldn't you know it, around say 3 o'clock, 3:30, that's when the rain gods are like, ha, you thought. It starts just raining a little bit. I'm like, okay, just a little bit rain, because they warned us it was going to rain just a tad bit. But as soon as it hit like say like 4 o'clock, 4:30, it just went like to hell, man. Like, everything was pouring. My merch, everything we had, some of the other vendors, I really feel bad for them, because their stuff got like entirely soaked. Like, everything was soaked. Here I was holding my umbrella, say like this. I was holding my umbrella as the wind was like throwing everything. My umbrella was trying to fly away. I had to protect myself. I had to throw the iPad we were using to purchase it in the bag. Like, I just had to grab it like this and just throw it. Everything, the boxes of our shirts, we had to dump it under the shirt. Well, it was basically, it's me running everything, and I was waiting for my friend to come back, because I really needed to go to the bathroom. I'm like, where is this fool? It's 4 o'clock. It's raining really hard, and where did he go? And it turns out he wasn't even able to get back into the event because since the rain started, there was a bunch of mudslides, and the event was on top of like a hill. It was on like a fairgrounds. I can't remember the exact location, but it was like really muddy. The rain was making it difficult for people to get in and out of the event, and they started not letting anyone in. But then the rain subsided, say around 5 o'clock, and the people still there were still there looking at us. We did pretty good for like an hour and a half, to be honest. I'm like, okay, this is all going pretty well. The rain went away. Hopefully everything plays out pretty good. And then my friend comes back, say around 4:50, 4:40. I'm like, finally you're here. And as soon as he comes back, it starts raining for round 2 or 3, and that's when everything just went downhill. And then it hits like 5:30. A lot of people are packing up due to the rain. At this point, it's like on and off, storming, not storming, and we're like, okay, we'll probably stay till 7. My friend's like, no, yeah, we'll stay till 7. And then you know it, one of the volunteers is like, no, you gotta leave right now, man, because everything is about to get flooded. The city told us to shut this down. We gotta get out of here. And we look at him like, wait, you gotta be joking with us. It was just fine. And as soon as he told us to get out, it starts even pouring harder and harder. All our stuff got wet, all our shirts. We had to dump it as fast as possible in our bins. I'm not too sure if I have any footage of this, but oh man, was it just terrible. I wasn't even focused on recording anything because I just wanted our stuff to be safe. And I really feel bad for the people who were selling like stickers, prints, or like toys, because they were submerged in water. Everything was getting muddy. We were under this tent because we were under Artist Alley. And to be fair, I don't know why they did it outdoors. They could have, if they did do it outdoors, they could have done it somewhere with lower ground and concrete, but whatever. It starts raining, pouring, everything, and we ended up staying down there for like 3 to 4 hours. And I was thinking to myself, damn, we're not gonna leave, like this sucks. And we ended up leaving, say around like 8 or so. I had to help some lady like move her stuff down. I was carrying a table on top of me, like over my head, for like 20 minutes or so, and oh my god, my shoulders are still hurting from like carrying that. It was just bad. We ended up leaving the event like I said, say around 8 o'clock, maybe a bit earlier. I can't really remember. Time just flew by like that. But when we got to our hotel, we were soaked, drenched in water. My feet were covered in mud, and I had like some scratches on my foot, so it was kind of difficult to like walk. The hotel was pretty nice, to be honest, overall. But the following day, on Saturday, I woke up to the news and I'm like, okay, they said they're gonna be open. I was really looking forward to day 2. Day 1 was kind of a shit show. We started off pretty strong, and yeah, but as soon as it hit like say 11 a.m. we found out that the event was entirely canceled, and we weren't sure if they were letting like vendors in or out to get any of their stuff. But we ended up messaging some of the other vendors, asking them, hey, is it okay if we can like get our stuff, you know, if they're letting anyone in. And yeah, they let us in. It was muddy. We had to go buy rain boots. I've never used rain boots in my life, and yeah, it just sucked, to be honest, going up and down. To be honest, this event was pretty interesting. But yeah, that's basically the story time of how it rained. Everything was submerged. Do I want to hold the planners accountable? Yes, so many people were mad. I really feel bad for the volunteers who were helping us like bring some of this stuff down. Even some of the vendors who were nice enough to help us unload everything. I really do feel bad for them, because the people in the front gate where they direct traffic and everything, they were being yelled at, they were being harassed, and people were just angry that, why is this event canceled? Can I have my money? Yes, you'll get your money. Yes, be patient. It was canceled. It was announced online, man. Like, I really feel bad for the volunteers who like were harassed about this event, man, because it was canceled. Like, it was supposed to be an event for Friday and Saturday. It ended up being canceled for both. Friday, all the rain and flooding from the hurricane that happened in Florida. Of course, it's Florida, but the hurricane ended up ruining everything, because I didn't know that the hurricane would affect like parts of the southern US, since we're close to the Gulf Coast. I didn't really think about that. I knew it was gonna rain. A lot of people knew it was gonna rain, but I guess the event organizers thought it's not gonna be so bad, but it was really, really bad. Do I want to hold them accountable? Yes, I really do. And are they wrong? Yes, because if you were not wrong, you wouldn't have turned off your comments on Facebook and on Instagram for like 4 hours and then returning them on. Yes, admit you're wrong, refunds, and you say, we'll call it a day. We really want to apologize. They ended up doing that, to be honest. I'm not too sure at the moment if they're going to do a Tokyo Night Festival 2023. As far as I'm concerned, I believe they are, because actually they get a message on my cosplay account saying, I really want to apologize if you couldn't enter the costume contest. We will be doing this in 2023 for an indoor festival. And I am looking forward to that, to be honest. Like, we were super excited because it was our first time doing such a big event like this. We've done like small local events, but never like anything anime Japanese related. So yeah, that was basically the story time of how it went such a shit show. And I really do feel bad for the other vendors who had it as rough as me, because some of them, like, their stuff was like submerged. Like, if you can tell in the video, it was just submerged, destroyed. Like, I can show you some of the messages, but I'd rather not like, I don't know, their stuff was like thrown on the ground, or like flew away. They lost a lot of money, a lot of their stuff. Some people got injured or like slipped and sprained their ankles. Luckily that did not. It almost happened to me actually while carrying the table and moving our stuff. But man, yes, what an event to remember. So I mentioned early on in the video that we were like busy. My friend left to the hotel to check us in, and I was basically the spokesperson running everything. I had to talk to people, deal with people, sell this stuff, yes, convince them, hey, you want to check out our stuff? Pretty cool, unique designs and stuff. So let me give you a bit of an insight into what we do. Our company name is Gumdrop Studios. We're a small clothing brand. We take inspiration from anime, so we're an anime inspired clothing brand. We make unique characters with unique traits and personalities, all that good stuff. So basically, in this universe, in this world we have our main star, Gumboy. He's basically like an alien from outer space, from beyond the realms. He's made out of gum. He takes the form of a human, and he's trying to find a girlfriend, or a girlfriend do love him, but no one likes him because he's made out of gum. So he thinks to himself, I'm just gonna create my own girls out of magic and candy. So he ends up creating these characters, and they're called Gum Girls. Some of these characters are aliens, some of them are human, and some of them are just candy creatures. Like the shirt that I'm wearing, her character design, this one, her name is Choco-chan. Basically, she's made out of chocolate, and she's like a YouTuber. She has her own personality. She's a YouTuber. Gumboy tries to find a girlfriend, and his creations don't love him. So each time he creates different girls just to see if they would love him. But some of the time they're not even like candy creatures. Some of the time they're aliens. And yeah, that's just a little bit of what we do. My friend's the artist. His name is Spicy Alex. He does some pretty cool, unique art. He did an art for me back when I was back in like high school. Definitely go check him out on Instagram and on Twitter. If you do want to support us, just check us out on gumdropstudios.com, or you can also find us on TikTok and on Instagram. So what's the end goal like in all this? What am I hoping to achieve? Like, yeah, I mentioned I do want to quit my jobs and just run this full time, but ultimately next year we do want to start doing like bigger events, more local art events, as well as anime conventions, as well as Comic-Con. We really want to do stuff like that, because Tokyo Night Festival, while the disaster that it wasn't really all that bad. It was pretty unique. I've never been to like a Japanese themed festival, and this was like my first time going to something as big as this. I really enjoyed it for the first few hours that it was open, and I was really bummed out that it just couldn't work out, because things honestly just do happen that's like out of our control. So if you went there and you're finding out about this video, I'm really sorry you couldn't like check us out or check out some of the other vendors. Like I mentioned, some of the other vendors just had it really bad, and stuff just happens like that's out of our control. Like, I can't always control everything. No one can predict everything. All we can do is be positive and just move on. Like, I'm not even mad. I'm not even bummed out at this point. I'm just like confused, but I'm still optimistic. This is probably gonna be our last event for 2022, but moving onwards towards 2023, we have a few events planned, such as Denton Makers Fest here in Denton. We have Fan Expo Dallas planned, hopefully, and some like other small anime conventions nearby the DFW area. So if you like our stuff, definitely check us out. Just support us, continue to support, and my channel, my TikTok, everything, because I post updates about what we do. Be sure to follow Gumdrop Studios Instagram, because I do post daily stuff on there, because me and my friend are like kind of split the social media account. Like, I technically do run it because I'm more of a spokesperson. I reply stuff, but he does the customer service. Definitely check out his artwork. But with that being said, that's basically my story time of what happened and what we do. We're gonna be doing a huge sale on Black Friday, about 40 or 50% off. I'm not entirely sure yet, but just follow our Instagram, like I said, just to keep updates with that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next video, because that's all I gotta say, man. It was just crazy event. Tokyo Night Festival was fun, but was not fun. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next video. So peace.